好，欢迎大家继续收看《最终幻想16》哦。那这一期我们前往这个维尔克洛伊的沙漠去那边看一下。打开这个世界地图，前往这个沙漠。维克什么洛伊沙漠啊？这个维克尼洛伊还是什么维尼克洛伊？哦，哇，这个沙漠，来到了这个达尔梅齐亚共和国领地，居然在这个沙漠里面。
I was a young man when last I walked this path. There's an old trading post not far from here. The road to Drake's Fang leads through it.
The trading post it is.
OK， 问沙城。哇，这个地方维尔克洛伊。哇，这沙漠里面，哎，有怪啊！看一下这边有什么新的怪哦，全都是飞行单位的。这个时候应该非常容易死。搞定。铁生死。哎，前方有一只。普通攻击，完全没有任何压力啊！好，搞定。
I shall never forget how Elwyn fussed over you as you sat in the sand, bawling like a babe.
这属于中立生物。这边有什么东西啊？哇，这个沙漠。哎，这边有东西。哇，fuck！ 哦，哇，这个地方算是一个驿站吧？这边应该是个驿站。哎，这边有东西吗？哦，在这边镜头拉了一下，应该是。刚刚那个镜头好像拉近了一点。哇，这沙漠140多米。骚扰电话真的烦死个人。好，接下来要找人啊，进那个旅社是吗？嗯，这个托加尔发现了什么？ 这边有一个
There. Those are ashen steeds.
沃鲁
No doubt
德
about it.
And such a long ride from Stone here.
军用陆行
Your
鸟，
friends must be soothing their saddle sores in the inn. Shall we join them?
打探一下情报。
Run along and play now, Torgal. Dogs aren't allowed inside.
Good day to you. Eating?
Sorry about my pal. He only talks when his mouth's full. What do you recommend?
Well, if you're after something light, we do a fine chocobo soup with lentils and honey.
2 bowls of that then. An ale.
Right you are.
Hey, girl!
Coming!
Your pal?
Would you rather be my squire?
“什么鬼
Your Grace, it is plain you are not yet well enough to travel.
我操，他们也
I
在
can，take you to someone
他们也在这里
better
啊！
attend to your ills.
No, we must press on. Prince Dion has returned to his camp and will soon depart for the front. I must speak with him at all costs. Miss this chance and I may never get another. You do understand that?
Yes, Your Grace. You must at least agree to take your medicine. I'll fetch you some water.
新观众可以点一波关注啊！新观众可以点一波关注啊！
Keep watch, they tell us. But all I see is sand.
I hear they got our guest back to the Fang without any trouble.
元龙之牙，
We'll be leaving soon enough.
Why the Lord Commander dragged us all this way just to save that blockhead's skin, I'll never know. Dominant or not, he's a bloody idiot.
That'll be Cooker, then.
Well, let's get this down us. We've a long way to go.
Hey, you.
我擦！
Uncle?
Sorry.
只能战斗了。
Can you walk, Your Grace?
What's wrong?
I fear trouble may be brewing downstairs.
You two are travelers, are you not? Me and my companions are strangers here. Perhaps you'd be good enough to accompany us a while. Help us find our way.
Sorry, lads, but we've got business in camera that can't wait.
Ah, I'm sure you could spare us an hour or two. Friend.
What?
I'm afraid we don't have a moment to lose. Friend. Stay back, Uncle.
Gladly.
来吧！
Try it.
这个士兵这几级啊？29级，我主角是30级啊，这有点那个。
Bravo, my boy! Just like that.
切他！来，蓄个力，走。等会儿，我们先走，先放个雷啊，然后直接放一个大的。OK。我操！偷袭！ Nice. Enemy slain. 啊，拿了一个原料。
Your trouble. Word of advice, miss. That soup could do with a touch more salt.
哎，他应该是看到了那个。 诶，
Now's our chance.
什么情况？约书亚？
Your Grace?
I'm fine. Clive?
他应该是 去追那个，好吧，逃出去了。又一次跟这个约书亚擦肩而过。啊，这边还有吃剩下的这个。
It's nothing. Let's go.
Well, we didn't know where to find Kupka before. We do now.
The Royalists said it themselves. Their guest is in the Fang. We should press on before any more of their friends turn up.
我现在要前往那个元龙之崖啊！不过我们现在是在这个城镇这边，到了一个小的城镇呢，可以整备一下，先去整备一下。这个城镇应该是有什么武器装备之类的，看一下啊，这边有没有商店呢？居然没有商店，我操！这个没商店，这个就有点，那好吧，那就还是去那个元龙之崖那边吧。是不是要我去手动去发现？你要我手动探索去发现是不是？哎，哦，这个剧情，这边站了几个。
Ah, they've closed the road, and it's the only way from here to the Fang. It would seem Lord Kupka is not accepting visitors at present.
We have to get through that gate.
Not by force, I trust. We've attracted quite enough unwanted attention already.
By guile, then. Perhaps the Desert Hare can offer us her aid.
Rosina Dalamil, woman of mystery. But how will we find her? We know naught of her but her name.
And that she was working with Sid. Sid's other collaborators have all been people of means, the wealthiest and most successful members of their communities. I'll wager this Rosina Dalamel is the same.
That would certainly help to narrow the search. We need only inquire as to who is in charge of the town.
And that's exactly what I mean to do.
Looks like we won't be getting back
to
Drake's Fang anytime
有商店了。
Well, it's not like we've got a reason to. Whatever this emergency is, they've shut down the whole.
这边是那个旅行商人，看这边有啥？
Anything
有一把这个白金剑呐、白金剑的，白金剑有点低啊。白金剑它是只有200的攻击力，我现在身上是这个225的。OK， 看有什么可以卖的。
Fare you well.
哎，等会
Anything
儿
I can interest you in?
那个。 哦，好吧，啊，都是一些这个垃圾装备啊。哎，这个是雷之吐息的雷光法杖啊，我看一下。哦，这个是是那个 CD 的。 乐谱买不起，这边可以补一下那个，补一下
Here you are. An excellent choice.
补一下药。
Thank you for your
Okay.
custom.
现在我们要干嘛呢？现在我们要前往那个 哦，现在要打听情报啊，就怎么样去那个元龙之崖。所以说我们还是要得，哦，在这个范围里面去 ，OK， 打听一下。哦，它会自动标记那个 NPC。哎，不对呀、它有范围的是吗？那还是要，它给了一个范围让我们去询问。
Anything I can help you with, travelers? Allow me. My good man, we represent one of the oldest and greatest trading houses of Port Isolde. We're seeking to expand our business in the region and would very much like to make the acquaintance of Dalamil's leading entrepreneurs. If only we knew where to find them.
Well, we're best known for our baths, our markets, and our smithies. I suppose you could do worse than start your search at one of those.
Thank you. You've been most helpful. Oh, you wouldn't happen to know a lady by the name of Rosina Dalamil, would you?
No. I can't say I do.
Well, thank you all the same.
好，还要问一个人哦，就在附近呢。摊贩店主。
What do you want? Can't you see I'm busy?
I won't keep you long. I'm looking for someone. A woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. Do you know her?
Never heard of her. Is that all?
好吧。
Question. If I wanted to find the richest trader in town, where would you recommend that I look?
Oh, that's easy. The Briar's Kiss. Don't find a finer smithy
荆棘
this
之
side of
吻
the strait. The owner's only a young sprig, but he's got all the right ideas.
The Briar's Kiss, you say? Thank you.
锻造行可以去做武器是吗？
I doubt this young sprig is the person we're looking for. You said Sid's contact was
向更多居民打听。
influential sort. Influence comes with age and experience. Believe you me.
Looks like we won't be getting back to Drake's Fang anytime soon.
Mummy, I want to play with the crystal. How many times do I have to tell you?
It's not a toy.
反正就是各种打听嘛。再看一下，大家在这个范围里面。 哎，这边有一个这个士兵有什么对话吗？严肃的士兵。看一下这边。哎，码头这边有一个人。 船夫
Can I help you? Yes, I'm looking for a woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. A long-standing pillar of your community, I believe, from old trading stock.
Then you should ask Ferda.
费尔达
He's been here for years. Knows the place and its people like the back of his hand. And he's in with all the old merchant families. Try the baths. That's where you'll use.
在浴场附近。
Thank you kindly.
好，要去找一个叫费尔达的，在浴场附近。
Well, it sounds like we have our man.
Perhaps. Let's go and find out exactly what this Ferda knows.
哦，这个范围变了啊，在这个里面。哦，就在附近。费尔达。
Excuse me. Are you Ferda?
I am. Can I help you, travelers?
I hope so. You've lived here for some time, is that correct? Do you know Rosina Dalamil? We believe she may be a trader of some renown.
And what business do you have with
沙漠之耳
here?
She was a close friend of mine. I was hoping she might be able to help me.
Very well. Go to the bordello. I'll arrange an
What the hell? 什么鬼
Do you think we can trust him?
Only as far as I think.
So you're the ones who've been sniffing around.
I beg your pardon?
Don't play the fool. Stick your nose in our business.
你妹的！想打是吧？来！走。就这，哎，叫增援了。哦，这个，我操！啊，又是金钱虫。
Who are you working for? Him or her?
Him. The boss. He wanted us to test you. Though one could hardly call that a test.
Lord Furder? Look what the cat dragged in.
Your skill with the blade is rare indeed, my lord. A fitting talent for an outlaw.
You know who I am. So what now? Call in the men of the Rock and collect the bounty?
That isn't my decision to make. Our work is done. Take him to meet his precious Rosina. She will be interested to make his acquaintance.
卢博尔。
Yes, my lord. To the Lock of Leisure, then.
To the Lock of Leisure.
他原来知道这个我们是谁。OK， 那个什么费尔达是吧？见这个人。
Is this the place?
Lubo's Forge, the Bride's Kiss.
荆棘之吻哦，就是那个顶级的
So it was the young sprig after all.
这个声望非常高的那个商人。
How wrong I was.
It was an easy mistake to make, Uncle. After all, it must have been years since Sid last saw her. Sorry, him. Whoever this Lubor truly is, he's clearly a man of means. I'd say he deserves our respect.
See that he gets it. Lubor, Lord Furder told me to bring them to you.
My boys tell me you're in need of assistance. Sid II?
I won't waste your time. I need passage through the south gate.
Tell me, what do you think is a merchant's most important commodity?
Why, trust. Everyone knows that. Without it, you have nothing. And nothing is exactly what you have. And so, for you, I too have nothing. I'm not in the business of helping every lost puppy that wanders in off the street. I'm a busy man.
这还是很谨慎的。
Let's leave this mummer to his farce. By all means. Find someone else to help you on your way.
心烦气躁。
Just be sure to tell them you're not the two travelers from the inn the guards are looking for. Don't want them jumping to conclusions, do we? Why, you... So, what do we need to do to earn your trust? I like this one. Willing to do whatever it takes to get what he wants. Men like you have a special place in my heart. Why, you ask? Because they get me what I want. Always. Fine. So what do you want?
Don't tell me you're going to listen to this swaggering scruff.
We might as well hear him out. It's only natural that an ally of Sid's would seek assurances of strangers. Assuming he is an ally, of course. 5 years ago, he would have still been a boy. And yet even then I had more good sense than a man, 5 times my age? But enough of the pleasantries. We were speaking of what I want. I want you to put an end to the trouble in Dalamir. Return to me when you have done so, and you shall have my aid. Until then, I bid you good day.
What trouble? If you're going to give us orders, be clear about them, damn you.
Manners, Greybeard. One catches more damselflies with honey than with vinegar.
What did you call me?
My apologies. A word of advice in recompense. Follow the crystals. Oh, but that was 3. Oh, I'm making this too easy for you.
Ha! It will be easy. Solving his little riddle should be like dealing with him. Child's play. Let us divide our forces, Clive. I'd rather not drag this parlor game on any longer than we need to.
All right. Good luck, Uncle. I thought we were the only ones causing trouble in Dalamir.
打进水晶的情报有3个。来看一下，有3个地方啊。我们先到这个北门这边看一下，北门这边找找看啊。情报，这边有一个 NPC。
Excuse me. Is it true there's been trouble with crystals of late?
You've heard, then?
I've heard rumors.
Damn thieves. Pilfering the crystals that were meant to fill our cups and light our stoves. Us common folk have hardly had a shard to share between us these last few moons. And it isn't as if we can buy them on the black market either. Whoever's taking them, they aren't sharing.
倒卖啊。好，下一个地方。这边有2个地方啊，先去这里。这边触发的是第2个，已经找到那个 NPC 了，已经标出来那个 NPC。这个是 Dave。
Do you have a moment?
Depends what for.
Just a question. Dalamil seems to be thriving compared to the other villages I came through on the way. Is there a reason for that?
Well, we're a stone's throw from Drake's Fang for one. The soldiers guarding the Mother Crystal and the shipments need a place to spend their hard-earned gil. The men on the rock throw their money about like there's no tomorrow.
Is that so? Well, thank you. Don't let me keep you from your work any longer.
好，第三个也在附近吧？这个地方，它也会标出这个，不用找啊，就直接到这边，
Well, I hope you... What can I
到那
do
个
for
标
you,
记点就可以
soldier?
了。
Need that sword polishing?
I'm not a soldier.
Ugh, then be off with you. I serve the men of the rock and the men of the rock only.
You have an agreement with them?
Don't be stupid. I just know which side my bread is buttered. Don't want to be stuck under some pauper when they come knocking, with pockets deeper than Zemeckis and an urge to empty them. No, just leave, will you? Before you scare them off.
I think I'm starting to get an idea of what's been going on. I wonder if Uncle Byron's learned anything of use.
好，去
He'll probably be back at the inn by now.
去找那个拜伦，这边解锁了这个传送点啊。诶，他在这里。这是一个服务员吧，年轻侍者。
It's you, the one who broke all our furniture. What do you want? Haven't you caused enough trouble already?
I'm looking for my pal. Have you seen him?
The gentleman who was with you? Yes, he's upstairs, but...
Thank you. I'll go and fetch him.
哦，从这边上去。哎，这边不能进去是吗？那只能走这里。继续往上走，找找看。
I'm pretty flush
Oh.
these days.
Will this suffice as a deposit?
By the sands. That's a black pearl.
One of the many treasures in my collection that I would be only too happy to part with, should you give me reason to do so.
All right. I'm sure that we can come to an agreement, but not here.
What are you doing, Uncle? Care to explain why you're giving gifts to Kupka's men?
Bait, my boy. One cannot catch one's prey without it. And I do believe I've snagged us quite the quarry. I started by asking around the markets as to where I might purchase crystals. I had no luck, of course. It's forbidden to trade in such things. But my uncharacteristic indiscretion just happened to attract the attention of those uniformed ruffians. They took me aside and said they could procure the crystal I sought if I proved I could pay for it.
So the pearl was your proof?
I thought they'd ask for more. A second-rate specimen like that would only fetch 500,000 or so. A small price to pay for admittance to the underworld. But enough about my little act of subterfuge. What did you discover?
That the supply of crystals has dried up of late. And some people seem to think
暗
that
中
they've
倒卖。
stolen. Meanwhile, members of Kupka's private guard have been spending money all over town. I'll wager those soldiers you've been talking to have been siphoning off crystals meant for elsewhere and pocketing the profits.
I'll wager you're right.
We'll meet with them then, just as you arranged.
前往交易地点。
Put an end to the trouble Lubor spoke of.
Ah, that preening popinjay thought this would be difficult. It just goes to show one should never underestimate a Rosfield. We'll soon wipe that smirk off his face.
I arranged to meet with the soldiers in a secluded corner of the Velcroy, far from prying eyes.
The perfect place for a spot of double dealing.
I trust I can count on your support if things turn sour.
Of course.
I need a drink.
哎，这边可以调查哦。外大陆进口传说中的仙人掌怪肉快到货。
Fucking man of the wrong.
哎，有一个宝箱，战矿石。哇，这么远！哎。
1,000 gil for a measly bunch.
哎，这边是不是有一个宝箱？哦，不是，有一个 NPC 商人。
It's all the fault of this blasted war. The moment they find out you're from the Empire, they flat out refuse to do business with you.
这边又走不通，哎，怎么走？看一下，哦，在那一边。 哦，这里。这个地方交易是不是？哦，对。
The gate is closed by order of Lord Cook.
看来不是走这里。哦，走这边。我们现在要去哪儿啊？去那个。 哦，前往水晶交易场所，应该哦，我操，这个地方，荆棘的考验，看来，从沙漠门那边出去是吗？那直接传送吧，这边直接传送到，从沙漠门那边出去，搞了半天走错方向了，是这边走吧？ 这边出去，提前切换好这个。这边好多这个中立的生物啊！哎，是走这边吗？100多米。 哦，这边应该是交易地点了。
I'll take it from here.
I was beginning to think you weren't coming, my lord. You've brought your contribution?
All the silver and stones I could scrape together at such short notice?
You brought the whole 500 talents.
That was the price we agreed upon, yes? If you have no objections, I'd like to see the crystal.
Of course. Right this way, my lord.
我操！
Not bad at all. You weren't lying about the clarity. But what of security? If I were to be stopped on the road,
What guarantee have I that it wouldn't be seized as property of the Republic?
Because these crystals are no longer the property of the Republic. You're not buying from us. You're buying from them.
And we have no more jurisdiction here than you, my lord. But we have ships, and will gladly deliver to a port of your choosing, now that our price has been met.
Royalists, eh? What brings you here?
Why, to collect their share of Drake's Fang's blessing, of course. Our nations are allies, and so they are entitled to a portion of the Mother Crystal's bounty. And being such good friends, we elected to increase that portion and share the benefits. And now that these crystals are officially property of the Kingdom of Waloed, we are duty-bound not to interfere, no matter where they might happen to end up next.
Did you get all that? They're in cahoots!
So it would seem.
My lord, what is the meaning of this?
Double-crossing dogs. They're not here to do business. Kill them. Kill them both.
切个雷。来放个雷。来一个一个打。这种敌人的话，你先几个敌人的话，你就要先放个雷，然后再那个再打的话就比较好打了。哎，这个居然防住了，防住了就只能蓄力破盾，叫增援了这敌人。哇！OK。哇！还有没有敌人？哎，人呢？哦，这边有一个，啊，这么远！哎，又有增援是吗？哎，好。哇，这个好，哇，全都是原料。
Well, that wasn't too bad. How'd you like my performance, huh? I've often played the villain on the stage. I think I did the role justice. Don't you?
Greybeard, you were magnificent. The battle scene was particularly thrilling. Such a shame you didn't have more of an audience, but perhaps that's for the best. How long have you been watching? Long enough to witness your uncle's sordid transaction.
hardly expected one so venerable to degrade himself so thoroughly, buying one's way into the confidence of degenerates. Ingenious.
This was the trouble you spoke of. The men of the Rock taking crystals meant for the common folk and conspiring with the Royalists. Well, now it's over.
Indeed it is. The people of Dalamil had scarcely any means of redress against Kupka's men, let alone a foreign army. Until you two came along, that is.
哇，这水晶。
Well, we'd better get these crystals back to town. You won't mind waiting with them while I fetch a wagon.
It occurs to me that I still don't know your name.
Clive.
So, Sid the Second is a Clive. I suppose it could have been worse. Well, Clive, you held up your end of the bargain, so I must do the same. Passage through the South Gate, was it not? To tell the truth, you've helped a little there too. Many of the guards have already been redeployed to deal with the issue of their missing comrades. And those left behind have been encouraged to look the other way should you attempt to pass through.
Thank you. And please allow me to cover your costs. You still have the purse I gave to the soldiers, I trust? I saw you pluck it from one of the bodies.
Oh, dear. Was I really so obvious?
And my name is not Greybeard. It is Lord Byron Rosfield, thank you very much.
No, thank you very much. Greybeard.
Gobble them! Ugh!
Here, wear this.
哦，拿到了这个信任证明。
Any friend of mine who sees you with it shall be a friend of yours.
Thank you, Lubo.
And please, feel free to send one of my Stoluses back to your people. Tell them that Rosina Dalamil is back in bed with Sid.
好啊，那么接下来应该是可以进到那个元龙之崖那边了。
I'm trusting you, Sid. Or should I say, Clive? So be sure not to let me down. I have a reputation to uphold. Well then, I wish you a safe journey south.
Thank you.
Not at all. It was my pleasure.
Come on, Uncle. Let's go.
好啊，任务完成。荆棘的考验。OK 啊，那么这边的话还有一个支线啊，还有一个2个支线是吗？有2个支线可以做啊，在这个去到这个蓝门之前啊。 把支线做了啊，一个是在这里啊，荆棘的蓝体，还有一个是这个，这什么地方？啊，足以让水沸腾的火热家伙。OK， 目前没有什么新的任务啊，前往元龙之崖，现在是那个 ，OK， 那么这个。 剩下的时间就把支线的给做了吧，把支线也做了，做这2个支线的话，就这一期也差不多了。见习锻造师。
Are you Clive? Sorry, my mind was elsewhere. I'm Sava, Master Luba's least accomplished apprentice. Soon to be former apprentice if I don't pass this test. Maybe I'm just not the resourceful type. People are buying up weapons faster than the Briar's Kiss can forge them, and here I am, unable to make a decent bit of kitchenware. He wants me to make a carving knife, one that embodies the spirit of Dalamil. Whatever that's supposed to mean. I don't suppose you have any idea what he's on about, do you?
I'm afraid not.
Never mind. Thought I'd ask. It was that or pack my bags.
I could give you a hand if you like. I know how busy the Briar's Kiss has been, and that Lubor needs all the capable hands he can find.
I'd be a fool to refuse.
So, where do we start?
Good question. If I'm honest, I've never made any kind of knife before. And then there's this little riddle to keep in mind. The spirit of Dalamil. Nothing is ever simple with that man.
The way I see it, there's only one way we'll be solving Lubor's puzzle. We need information. The more the better.
You're right. There's no point fumbling in the dark, I suppose. Now, who to speak to first? Well, there's plenty of folk in Dalamil who use knives for a living. There's the butcher, of course, and any number of cooks. They're bound to have an opinion or two about the tools of their trade. All right. I think we have a plan. Let's get to it, shall we? I'll talk to every cook I can find. You speak to the butcher, and anyone else you can think of.
All right. Good luck.
Let's hope that someone says something useful.
哦，追踪任务。
Trust Lubor to take a simple test and turn it into
法庭情报啊！
I better get to it.
这个附近有一个支线可以做。哎，这边有一个专家。
Welcome, sir. What can I do you for?
A question, if you don't mind. I need to know what makes a good carving knife.
You a blacksmith or something?
Something, I suppose.
Fair enough. Knives, is it? First and foremost, it's got to hold an edge. Most knives will make it through fat, no problem, but sinew dulls cheap steel in no time. Give me a blade which can slice through anything that crosses my chopping block, and I'm a happy woman.
So a knife that stays sharp. Makes sense.
好，继续打听啊。这边还有一个支线可以做是吗？哎，有一个宝箱。哦，这个调查，大家都爱柔韧松软的面包。哎，这边可以做一个接一个支线啊，顺便接一下。
Made from the stoutest stoneware. Won't you? Everything I've worked for. All those years of toil. Every coin I've ever earned is tied
特萨维尔。
You all right?
The baths are closed. Leave me be. On second thought, perhaps you are just what I need. Might your services be for hire?
That depends on the job.
I'd have you save my business, the baths. The water's turned scalding hot and all the crystals in Dalamil wouldn't be enough to cool it. I've no doubt that my woes stem from the water's source. But I can't go and investigate for fear of my customers thinking I've abandoned the place. I'm bound to these baths in more ways than one. I beg of you, go to Dusnoff Terraces. Tell me what you find there.
All right. I'll go and take a look.
Wonderful. It's not far. Leave the market by the south gate. The smell of sulfur will guide you the way.
石灰华接地。
Baths are all that keep me from an ignoble end in a debtor's prison. My livelihood, my very life, is at stake.
追踪一下。好，这样的话，我们现在是那个有2个任务啊，这边是那个支线2，要找人是吗？调查那个石灰华接地，还有这个 这个2的话，应该就是要问那个专家。我先看一下。哎，等会儿，这个。
Lubor was true to his word.
看一下啊，哦，应该是在，我操，在那个地方是吗？哦，这啥？哦，这边是那个石灰华接地啊。好，先把这边还是把这边的支线做一下吧。把这个支线做一下，我要找那个啥，找那个。
Won't you come and play, handsome?
找看啊。新观众可以点播关注啊！新观众可以点播关注啊！哎，这边是不是已经？哦，这个是1的。找看啊，这边不知道还有没有别的情报，再看一下。这边还没有出现那个。
Mummy, I want to play with the crystal. How many times?
然后这个地方呢，这个地方看有没有人，好像也没有啊。这边是另外一个支线的位置，可以开个宝箱。这边可以上去啊，难道是在上面吗？
Men of the wrong.
调查，哦，那个。
I need a drink. You're going to drink my pockets dry.
哦，出去了。 这边是刚才的那个地方，哎，有宝箱，看一下，又是货币，能跳下去吗？跳不下去。这边有一个 NPC。
Hey, that's Lubor's badge. Are you a friend of Lubor's too, mister? He always gives us food when we're hungry and water when we're thirsty. And we don't even have to beg for it.
又出去了，现在。哎，这上面也没有什么人嘛，没有什么 NPC， 我要找一下这个人，找一下另外一个人，有点难找啊。不过他给了范围的话，就应该不是很难找。
1,000 gil for a measly bunch of Gizol
I'll be asking for you again, my sweet.
这边也没有什么东西啊。
Look, Father, hot water. But where are the bearers who heat it?
这边也没有什么。
Made from the stoutest stoneware.
Kneaded to a silken softness.
It would make her fine.
啊，在哪儿啊？ 在哪儿啊？这个有点难找啊，这个。嗯。什么意思啊？这个是不是我漏掉了什么东西？OK， 你看这边出去了。这边好像只是，好吧，这，哎，我真的服了，这在哪儿啊？这个人在哪儿啊？什么鬼呀、这个？啊，等一下，我接个电话。好，接着来。哎呀，这个真的找不到地方啊！这个在哪里啊？这个 NPC 找不到人，什么情况啊？什么鬼？这个我真的无语了，这在哪儿啊？人都找不到，真的很。找人找不到哦，这边有没有人呢？你看这边出去了都已经。
Mummy, I want to play with the crystal. How many times do I have to?
哎，这边也是出去的。哎呀，这个真的好难找，这人在哪里啊？操！有没有什么漏掉的地方啊？没有给那个什么，给那个什么东西啊？这边真的找个人真的这么难找的吗？这里面有没有？你看这边又出去了，在哪儿啊？我操！他还有一个人呢，他还有一个人呢，这真的是。他给的这个，它是一个范围，它不是说具体的一个人，所以说它是你要仔细去找，但是逛来逛去还是没有效果啊，没有进展啊，什么鬼？我真的是无语了。你看这边出去了。这边都是士兵啊，这边可以去南门了，已经开了。哎，是这个吧
？What is it? I'm in no mood for chatter.
Sorry. Do you mind if I ask your trade?
Hunter, why?
I have a question. Can you tell me what makes a good carving knife? I assume you use one out in the field.
Has to be able to put up with some punishment. Can't be dealing with a brittle blade, not while I'm on the hunt. Your knife snaps every time you use it. You'll be spending coin as fast as you make it. Times are hard enough as it is.
Thank you. I won't keep you any longer.
All business, eh? Man after my own heart.
So, a carving knife should be hard-wearing and hold an edge.
Okay.
Let's hope Sava had better luck than I did.
向萨瓦报告。就在前面嘛。哦，对。
Look at the detail. Made from the stoutest stoneware.
Kneaded to a silken soft.
The most fragrant herbs and
My carpets have pride of place.
So, how'd it go? You learn anything useful, or should I be looking for a new trade?
Only that a blade should be durable and stay sharp. But I don't see how that relates to the spirit of Dalamil.
I didn't have much luck either. All the cook said was that he needs his knives to be light. Too heavy and they do his shoulder in.
So we're no better off than when we started. Perhaps Lubor didn't mean anything with his Dalamil remark. But that can't be right. I've bandied enough words with the man to know that he chooses them carefully. No. We must be missing something. Something right in front of our noses, most likely.
No doubt you're right, but I have to make a start soon. I can't put off making this knife forever.
Agreed. Lubor wouldn't like that much.
Right. I've been trained to work iron. The cheap stuff, mind. But it's hardy enough if you don't hammer it too thin, and it sharpens up nicely with a bit of effort. Trouble is, it's either durable or it's light. Meaning someone is going to be disappointed. Forge Master Lubor, probably.
Is there no one else you can turn to? Someone who knows their metals, perhaps?
The other apprentices know better than to help me with my test. But maybe there is someone I could turn to. A merchant, a favourite of Forge Master Lubor's, who sells metals to tradesmen passing through the Valcroy. I bet she'd know a thing or two.
OK， 接下来是前往哪里啊？哦，接下来是前往这个旅行商人，在哪？看一下，我是在，应该就在这边吧？哎，是要去哪里啊？去沙漠那边吗？我操，在这个地方，荆棘的南极，哇，这么远的吗？要去沙漠那里？他直接去沙漠之门嘛？就这里啊，这边，哎，走错了，应该是另外一边，这边是吧？这边我看一下啊，出来之后往东北方向走，哇，这么远，走吧，中间应该是会开那个传送点的。哦，找人，这边应该是随便逛一逛就应该能。看一下哦，这个地方找找看，找找看。反正就在这个附近找一找。在哪儿了？
Lord Cook has finally made his move.
Yes.
他吗？
Any luck? Or will you be needing help with your bags?
I asked her, but you tell him.
If you're looking to make a knife that will impress a master like Lubor, there are options. They're just not that viable. Featherlight adamantite knives will get passed from generation to generation, never needing so much as a lick of the whetstone. But adamantite ore is unique to ash, so it doesn't come cheap.
And it's beyond my skill to handle.
Unique to ash. Are there any materials unique to Dalamil? Something which could be mixed with iron to refine it. Make it lighter.
What are you getting at?
You said that Lubor trained you to work iron. And that's what he'll expect you to use. But he would have known that it would either be too heavy or too brittle for a carving knife. Perhaps his Dalamil remark wasn't a riddle, but a hint.
If it's cheap metal you're using, then there's always limestone, I suppose. Folk first settled Dalamil to get at her mineral deposits. And, if you know the trick, it can be melted down in the furnace to drive out impurities from low-quality iron.
Bloody hell! That must be it! I don't suppose you know the trick, do you?
It's hardly my speciality, but I've been around enough blacksmiths to know how it works.
Looks like I've got some learning to do. Clive, I hate to ask after all that you've done for me, but...
The limestone? Fine. I can hardly abandon you now. Besides, I want to know if this is the answer to Lubor's little riddle.
I can't thank you enough, Clive. You'll have no trouble finding limestone over in the terraces. The place is bloody made of it.
Then I suppose I'll meet you back at the forge.
Right you are. See you shortly.
OK，
Do you crush it up or just
啊，
throw it in the furnace?
又要采集 ，What the hell？ 我在哪里采集啊？我在这边是吗？哇，在这个地方，那我还要传送到那个，经过南门是不是？南门是可以去的是吗？那我直接穿到那个，就传送到沙漠之门，然后再到南门那边去。嗯。 南门在哪？南门在那个哦这边走，因为这两个任务都比较近啊，都，哎哦那个不是，那个不是宝箱，那个不是宝箱。
We should get going soon.
好啊，终于可以到南门这边。
Ah, I'm not too late.
What is it, Lubor?
A question that I neglected to ask earlier. Where is it that you're bound?
To Drake's Fang. To finish Hugo Kupka.
Just as I thought. Then allow me to share a secret. Drake's Fang is currently riddled with royalists. Tolmeki and Walud are allies, and as you've seen, their soldiers work hand in glove. But no nation has ever before allowed a foreign army to make a barracks of its holiest of holies.
Not by choice, at least.
And there's more. A man on the inside of the Fang has failed to report for several days. I fear there may be more trouble lying in wait for you on the road ahead.
Isn't there always?
If you're determined to beard the lion's den, then promise me one thing. That you will enter via the mines, where the guard is lightest. I've lost one Cid already. If I lose another, people will start to think me careless.
I don't plan on dying. Not before Kupka does, anyway.
Well, so long as you have a plan.
哎，接下来是要从 到这边采集那个。哦，来采集一下啊，采3个。还有一个在哪？还有一个应该在附近，看一下。前2个很好采集，就第3个在哪了？哦，在这里。好。然后这边先不急着去交任务，我们先把那个什么，先把这边这个任务也去做一下。那个。先把那个什么任务做一下。这边我要走很长的一段路啊！我操，那走就走吧。看一下啊，哦，这边。哦，你要走这里。然后这边是，这里是吗？哦，对。OK， 哦，就在这里。调查那个什么，哦，就这里。我操，这边有怪。来个雷！哇，好多啊！哇！现在还没锁定呢，我就对，每次都要手动锁定一下那个敌人。哇！哎！哎，化解了一次攻击。我操！来，切！哇，叫增援了！我操！我操！赶紧恢复一下。OK， 这个先把小兵干。哦，这个是精英怪吧？就是那个一个小 boss。哦，赶紧！哎，试一下这个。哇！哇！受死！ 拿到了，哇，黑水，哇，解决掉怪物了。接下来就是要去把任务交了。交任务的话就直接快速回到那个什么地方。这边是那个主线了，我们下期再说。主线的话下期再说，我们先把支线交了。这边有2个支线都交掉，交掉之后了就结束这一期了。先是这个，我看一下啊，这边有一个，啊，就直接走这，直接是这边。
Wasn't sure how much you'd need, but I hope this is enough.
You are one of the good ones, you know that. You and that merchant boat, she's got quite a gift for teaching that one. Now, time to see if limestone is the secret weapon we were hoping for.
好，这边应该是可以造新的武器了。哦，新的，哇，这个
That'll do, I reckon. A knife forged from the very rocks of
切肉刀。
Her spirit, if you will.
It's a fine-looking blade.
I only hope Master Lubor agrees.
That sounds like my cue. And just as well. I was getting tired of waiting.
I'm sorry, Forge Master Lubor.
Let's take a look then, shall we? First things first, Sava, do you think this is a carving knife worthy of the fine people of Dalamil?
I'd like to think so. But what do you think?
What do I think indeed? It's sharp-ish, but it won't last long with hard use. And it's heavy, heavier than it should be. You might not think it just to hold it for a moment, but sell that to a cook and you'll never hear the end of it. It looks like someone paid a visit to the terraces. The limestone was a step in the right direction, granted, but one that still leaves you short of the mark.
And I was so certain I had it all worked out.
I don't know who you found to teach you that little trick, but it certainly shows initiative. Next question. How much do you think I would charge if I'd made this?
Well, if it took you even a fraction of the time it took me, I would say you could demand a heavy purse.
And who would be able to pay that? Hmm? The butcher? The hunter? The cooks over at the inn? Dalamil is home to humble traders, not wealthy lords and ladies. Rule number 1 in any business, Sava. Know your customers.
Yes, Forge Master.
This is just about passable. But only just. I'd say you're worth keeping around a little longer. Starting tomorrow, you'll have an anvil of your own.
I will. Thank you. I was wondering, what would you do if you were asked to forge a carving knife?
I'd do what I always do. Ask who it's for. If it was for the butcher, I'd make sure it holds an edge. For the hunter, I'd make it as tough as Titan. For the cook, light as a feather. And for the nobleman, I'd make it cost an absolute fortune.
There goes a master, all right.
It looks like congratulations are in order.
I couldn't have done it without you. So much for the Forge Master's riddle, though, eh? The spirit of Dalamil had nothing to do with limestone or anything much at all. Meaning, I had you run around for no good reason.
You've passed your test. That's all that matters. You'll have a forge of your own in no time.
And when I do, I'll craft you the finest carving knife you have ever seen.
好，哎，这个变卖专用原料。啊，这个支线任务交了，然后还有一个支线任务要把它交掉，也是比较近啊，在这个城镇里面，在这个城镇里面啊，交完这个任务就结束这一期了。
From the stoutest. There he is. Oh, man, I was hoping we'd be seeing you again. The baths grow more bearable by the moment. It won't be long now before we are back to business as usual.
I'm glad to hear it.
Now, tell me this. What did you find at the terraces? What threatened to make me a pauper?
Not what I expected, that's for certain.
You tell a fine story. That's not to say I don't believe you, though. Creatures made of flame, eh? That's something new to worry about. But I burdened you with my worries enough already. Here, a small something by way of thanks. Right. It's high time I got back to work. With a little luck, the day might yet be salvaged.
好，任务完成。 哦，拿到了一个爆燃的配件，哦，还有一个什么？我操，这个原料紫色级别的啊。好，那么本期视频到此结束啊。那下一期的话，应该就是可以前往元龙之崖了。好，那我看一下啊，这边我们现在是在这里啊，然后。 我看一下，应该是我们下期要到这边，这个应该是元龙之崖，对不对？哦，不是，应该是其他的。OK， 好，那感谢大家收看啊，我们下期再见，拜拜。